I want to make sure I get this done before I go to work, and I don't. So I'm like literally getting dressed right now before I go to work. So, and I was just talking about this. Female rap is in the gutter. Oh, you ladies are not gonna like me in this one. So, female rap is in the fucking gutter right now. I just want y'all to understand that I have not liked anything in the past 2 or 3 years to make me think the female rap is in the gutter. And this is coming from a man that actually likes Cardi B and Meg The Stallion. You can look at my reviews. I've always given them good reviews. I've always said I love Cardi, and I've always said I love Meg. I'm not even talking about them because I feel like even with Meg, because she can rap and she's at least potent enough to like say some clever, witty ass lyrics while talking about sex. I've always given her kudos on that. Cardi, you know, Cardi. She has character, and I've always said this. Like her rapping has literally got better, and to the point where I think she's like, when she's on track, she's like really like heightens it. So when I'm not even putting Megan Cardi in this, it's the people after Megan Cardi, like your Sukianas and your Ice Spice and I guess what is it? It's Pretty Sexy Red, the chick that said my booty hole brown and some shit like that. Some of the more I guess your Sweeties and your fucking other people. Okay, first things first. I look. I'm not. It's not even coming from that. All y'all talk about is sex thing because male rappers talk about sex too, but male rappers talk about other shit too. And then and even then, I some of the stuff from male rappers I'm not liking either. So they're not exempt for this either. But some of you women, and it's funny because this is like when y'all the most successful, the most the most successful you have been since like what the early 2000s. Like this is the most I've seen female rappers do things that how can I say this? Like the female rappers, I would say y'all just doing real good things, but it to a fact that I feel like lyricism is like I told people like I reviewed Ice Spice, and Ice Spice to me was just like pretty bitch music, and I've said that Brennan, it's just nothing but pretty bitch music that I feel like people do like about it. Which I will get to Ice Spice later, and maybe all this, but there's a lot of I never really was a fan of Sukiana. And this is coming from a man that loved dark skinned women, but I was never really a fan of Sukiana. It was just like I'd never seen nothing special to her. It's just like, and I think there was another one. I think it was Cupcake, like Cupcake raunchy as fuck, and I'm like, God damn, this shit is just like this shit is pouring to the ears and some shit like that, and I'm like, oh my God, my virgin little ear. Now this is coming from a man. Like I said, I grew up with the Lil Kims, the Foxy Browns, the Trinas, the rappers that did talk, the Jackie O's, the women that did talk about sex. But I feel like when they did it, even Missy Elliott, when they did it, there was there was some type of cleverness, there's some type of wittiness, and even then, like old Nicki Minaj, and I tell people right now, I don't like this new Nicki Minaj because I feel like she dumbed herself down just to stay relevant, which Nicki had bars. Nicki got bars, but I have not been liking fucking some of the new shit. I think the Super Freak joint she did with the Rick James Super Freak sample, I feel like that's just Anaconda for 2023. That's all it is. It's just, and I think a lot of people see it too. It's like if you go back to Anaconda, it's no same. It's the same shit you hear from Anaconda. It's the same shit you hear in the Super Freak. So I just think she just like it gave her a big hit, and everybody's just fucking dancing to it. But I y'all used to forget Nicki had bars. Go listen to her Get Wrong freestyle. Go listen to that Soldier Boy. She got a dunk freestyle with was it Itty Bitty Piggy? Nicki was fucking rapping. Monster, go back to every bar I think is required if you are a bar to know the full verse of Monster, her Monster verse by Kanye West. I feel like if you are Barb, you have to know that Monster verse. I feel like that's a requirement to be part of a Barb. If you don't know that Monster verse, you can't call yourself a Barb. And if that's not a thing, Barb, you should initiate that. And then and you just anytime, oh, you a Barb? Anytime someone said, "Oh, they a barb," and they look new, I said, "Recite monster." Pull them in on my stuff on a regular gangster, and like make them recite monster on the spot. If you a long time barb, just do that. Recite monster. See if they, and if they stumble, you ain't a barb. You should. They gonna hate y'all for it, but it's just like If you really want to know Nicki Minaj, you better recite monster to the like it's verbatim, like it's the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, like military people when I had to fucking learn the Sailor's Creed. I was like, I'd have done that. I was like, them new ballers be mad at me, but I'd be like, so what? You ain't put in on this, man. But anyway, um, yeah, I think a lot. I think the mainstream, and we talk about hypersexuality so much in the mainstream to the point to where like it's definitely gone to like, do you really want to put out there? And I understand like songs don't go on the radio no more. No one listens to radio no more because of the times we at. But you got a song called Pound Town, and then like the next verse is My Booty Hole Brown, and like, and then you get, you doing songs with NLE Chopper talking about "Slut Me Out," where he got you on a leash and you just dog along him, and it's just like, yeah. Not only is it in the gutter, you just degrading yourself down to the gutter to the point. I don't have and really, I'm excluding WAP because I feel like WAP is at least clever. I've told people that WAP is not bad, it's good, and I've defended WAP to this day. WAP is clever. Like even like especially Meg's verse. Like when I get on top, I'm gonna spell my name. Like that's some clever ass shit, and that's what I feel like. And not that Cardi's not clever, but I feel like Meg Thee Stallion's verse in there is really fucking clever too. Where it's just like, hey, she at least like you got some wordplay, some double entendres and some shit like that, and so like it's really lyrical for a fucking sex song. I get that, and then like I said, this is coming from a man like I grew up with the MC Lights, the Foxy Browns, the Lil Kims, the Jean Grey, who is my favorite female rapper, the Lauryn Hills. We yeah, there's no balance. I'm pretty sure I've said this many of times. There's no balance. Like rap, I feel like Rhapsody should be just as big as Cardi B. But like I've told people before, you women don't listen to Rhapsody. Now when she comes out, y'all give her that fake love. It's like, oh, we finally got a female lyricist out there and all that other stuff. But y'all don't really listen to Rhapsody like that. Men listen to Rhapsody. Men, I've said this. Rhapsody has more male fans than female fans because she actually fucking raps, and people like because this is the risk. This what gets misconstrued a lot. A lot of people think men hate female rap, which is we don't hate female rap. We just hate this like there's no real balance. It seems like everybody just talk about sex and they just fucking copy each other. Ice Spice is like, to me, she ain't nothing special, but people keep hyping her up. Now maybe it's because she just looks good and she shake her ass, and we'll get to that because that's my second part of this rant. But other than that, it's like she don't do nothing. I don't even think she can rap that well. But people fuck with her shit, and I'm not gonna lie. Some of the beats that they gave her, it fits her style, so she can get away with it. And I've seen Scarlett. I actually like Scarlett, and shit, I just seen like the her Vlad interview and all that other stuff. I was like, that girl came from a dark place. You could tell that woman has a lot of. I've come from a dark place where people didn't really fuck with me like that. I could see that in her interviews. It's like you hear all this rough voice, and then next thing you know, hey guys, you see it, you're like, hey guys, come talk to my channel. I was like, what the fuck? But I feel like that's New York girls in general. But I'm gonna get to my second. So bottom line is female rappers in the gutter, and I feel like it's y'all. Well, I not even feel like it is y'all fault. It's women's fault because men don't have nothing to do with that. You women did that, but it's in the gutter, and y'all gonna disagree with me. Have your disagreements. The second thing, and I keep hearing this, and colorism in rap. or cut because of Ice Spice. People like Ice Spice, and I think Pink Panthers, which I didn't even know who the fuck that was, and I still don't even know who the fuck that was because I never listened to the song because all you hear is Ice Spice said that I'm good enough, good enough, good enough, and I'm pretty sure the only reason that song is even popular because of that Ice Spice, which that's what happens when you're popular. Everybody wants you on some shit. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of people that feel like there's colorism in rap because Ice Spice is blowing up. And I've said this many a fucking times. Um, I do colorism is real. It's not that I don't believe in colorism. Colorism is actually really, really, really fucking real. I've said this many a times, but not in hip hop. All right. Some of your best artists are fucking dark skinned. Missy Elliott, dark skin. Lauren Hill, dark skin. Little Kim, dark skin. Now Asian Puerto Rican fucking mix now because of what the fuck she's gone through. But old Lil Kim, dark skin. Foxy Brown, darkest of the dark skins. All right, you know, you know the rappers like that. Trina, brown skin, but she's not passing the brown paper bag test. I know you got this is like the only light skinned female rapper I remember coming up was probably Moni Love and Charlie Baltimore. Because Charlie Baltimore was damn near albino. Other than that, all your best female rappers are just the one time, and then like don't get and Lil Kim was everywhere. Foxy Brown was everywhere, especially in hip hop. Foxy Brown was everywhere. Lauryn Hill is still considered one of the best female rappers of all time, even with one fucking album. And the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill still Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is so good they put that against the men. So like it's in a lot of dudes' top 10 albums of all time. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Like that album's so good they put that with males. Like they compare it to males. That's how good that album is. Um, I think I think a lot of people throwing the cousin around because you're seeing Ice Spice blowing up, and like I said, she's blowing up because people are making her big. Now, yeah, people like her because of her ass. People only probably want to see her because of her ass, but people don't really respect Ice Spice like that. They just like looking at her, which you know a lot of female rappers do that. Now, like I said, the female rappers I grew up, they look good and they rap. You can't tell me Eve, aka the pit bull in the skirt, look good. You can't tell me that Eve look good while rapping. You can't tell me Trina look good while rapping. You can't tell me Lil Kim and Foxy Brown look good while rapping. So I feel like a lot of you women just like want to throw that colorism thing out because you see one light skinned girl blow up, which in my opinion don't really know how to rap like that. And look, whether I like Ice Spice or not, she's blowing up, and sometimes we're gonna have to deal with that. But I'm not seeing a slew of light skinned rappers like really taking over the game. I know, oh yeah, Lotto, but Lotto can actually fucking rap too. Um, I get, and some people count Cardi B as light skinned or Dominican or however you want to fucking put that in, but the only light skin like Lotto can rap. Bottom line is, colorism exists, but not in fucking rap. And I mean, we could have this discussion, but I never think colorism exists in fucking rap. I just feel like it does amount to your talent because, like, if that case, Saweetie would have sold millions of records then instead of going like flopping the way she did. And I'm pretty sure they consider her light skin. But that's my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. Till then, my name's Oskin Fly, and I'm out. Peace.